my beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me back on my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be speaking on a topic that I was really inspired to speak on. Thank you to Imani for giving me inspiration. She posted something on her Instagram yesterday that really inspired me to make this video and actually talk on this topic. So she said that money is the lowest form of energy exchange, or is the lowest exchange of energy, right? And that really hit home for me because I feel like as I'm progressing and as my business is growing and progressing, I started to notice that manifestation is really real. It's dead ass real. It's not something that you play around with or joke about, but it's for real, okay? And I'll explain why and how that ties into why money is the lowest exchange of energy. So as we all know, everything is energy. Everything vibrates at a certain frequency. Money, however, is, like I said, the lowest exchange of energy due to the fact that it's a material thing. So it's something that we can actually hold and use in daily life. And one of the things that I feel like attributes to money being the lowest exchange of energy is the fact that money really is a construct that humans put on this earth to determine the value of things, or to place a value on things that actually don't have a value. Like, honestly, everybody should be able to live here on earth, equally in the same way, and we should all have the same things. And the next statement, if it doesn't trigger you, then you might be a little bit brainwashed. No, you are brainwashed if this next statement doesn't just shocks you. There is 7 billion people in this world. Now let's give it 8. Let's say even 10. Let's say 10 billion, right? People that live on this earth, okay? That's the current population. There's 10 billion people, okay? I'm adding 2 extra billion people here, all right? Just for the sake of this argument. And the highest earner in the US right now is Mr. Jeff Bezos, the person who owns Amazon, right? Mr. Jeff Bezos' net worth. So this is just all the stuff that you can find on the internet. This is not counting anything that he owns, any, real estate, any personal assets or anything like this. This is just strictly things that you can find on the internet, okay? He is worth $182 billion. Next in line after him is Bill Gates with the same amount. Now, this is my issue. Y'all are telling me it's okay for one person, he could still be, like, everybody could literally be a billionaire and then some off of just Jeff Bezos. So when they tell you that there's not enough for everybody, they're fucking lying, okay? There is enough for everybody. And that is the reason why money is the lowest exchange of energy, is because of the fact that there is enough for everybody, but they make it seem like there isn't enough for everybody, okay? This money that we're giving to the big corporations, y'all could be giving to small businesses, like multiple small businesses. Y'all are giving it to one big corporation when you could be giving it to hundreds, thousands, if not millions of different small businesses directly, okay? And so I feel like this also goes back into what I was saying about manifestation. Like, I noticed that when we ask the universe for abundance, we have to be specific in what we're asking for, right? We got to ask exactly what we're asking for, because in my experience, I used to I probably still dibble and dabble, but I used to treat retail therapy as retail therapy. Like, I would, whenever I was upset or I needed a pick-me-up, I would go and buy stuff, right? And I would go and buy clothes. I would go thrifting so that it wouldn't be as expensive, and I would always find stuff that I really liked. But this is the thing. I came to realize that the universe did bless me with the abundance, because one day I sat there and I was like, you know what? I'm really upset because I want to have more money and this and the other, and I want to be able to, do the things that I want to do. And I asked for abundance, but the universe didn't give me what I wanted. And then I realized I do have an abundance. I have an abundance in all the things that I previously wanted, right? I had an abundance in clothes. I had an abundance in purses. I had an abundance in shoes. But what are those things really doing for me? Nothing, right? They don't really do shit for you once you have it, right? It was just the fact that I was happy being able to buy it, and that's it, right? And so, obviously, because I was happy, in the moment that I bought it, the universe kept on replicating that. And because the universe kept on replicating that, now I was stuck with a whole bunch of crap. Now that is crap to me because I'm like, oh, I can't do shit with it. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is whenever you're asking the universe for something, not only do you have to be specific in what you're asking for, but you have to believe that you're worth it. And I noticed this more whenever I started manifesting my business as far as bookings and sales. I noticed that, like, when I was charging people less money because I felt bad for taking their money, I was getting very few sales and I was getting very few bookings. But once I shifted my mindset and I was like, you know what? I do deserve the best and I now only accept the best, and I stopped feeling bad for charging people for my time and my money and for using my abilities, because I guess we're so dumbed down in this society and they always make it seem like you have to work a 9 to 5, that it's already set in your mindset that, okay, if I don't work a 9 to 5, I can't really make money. When you, in reality, is you can make more money not working a 9 to 5, right? And so, yeah, like I really noticed that whenever you shift your mindset and you start not feeling so bad about money and you're like, you know what? Money is the lowest exchange of energy. It really is, because 9 times out of 10, people are not going to match your energy. Okay? You're going to be right here. They might be down here. You might be right here. They might be up here. Like, it's never really going to be matching. And so money is really the lowest exchange of energy to compensate for that energy, different, uh, what's it called? Difference, right? And so that's what I say, and like that's what I mean when people come and they ask for readings or they want you to tell them this, that, and the third. And it's like, okay, you're asking to use my abilities and you're asking for me to use my time and my energy. So for you to use my time and my energy, this is how much you need to pay me. You know what I mean? Because like I said, most of the time people don't match up with your energy anyways. And so the least that they could do is give you that money for the difference in your energies. And so I think that is super key. Like, I feel like that was like most definitely an epiphany that I had yesterday. And not only was it triggered by the fact that money is the lowest exchange of energy, but the fact is, how would you live? And I said this in my reading earlier today. How would you live differently? How would you live your life if money was not a factor? If you knew that everything was going to be taken care of, if you knew you were always going to have food in your stomach, you were always not going to be hungry, you're always going to have a roof over your head, your bills are always paid on time, you're always going to have transportation when you need it, everything is already good for you, how would you live your life differently? And I feel like that was a really powerful message from Spirit. Like, that was really an epiphany, like, for real. Like, how would I live my life different if I knew everything was taken care of? And I feel like that really ties back into religion and how religion is set up to try to explain that to us. Like, okay, you were put here by God, or you were put here, by your creator. If you knew that your creator would always take care of you and you would always be good no matter what, how would you live your life differently? You know what I mean? If all you had to do was live your life authentically you and living it fully in your purpose, fully in your power, like, how would you live differently? And I felt like that was just a very powerful message. Like, it kind of starts to break down and peel back that onion of oppression that, we're all currently stuck in society. Like, it sucks, but like we had to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Like we were all placed here in this time, in this moment for a reason. And so honestly, like I felt like that was just something that I had to share with y'all. If that resonated with y'all, please let me know in the comments. Other than that, I will see y'all again in my next video. Okay, bye.